what do you guys think? Is this real or fake news, do you think? Okay, some people said that was real, and some people did say that was fake. Did anybody remember a blackout of 15 days? It's not something that's happened. Every 5 years or so, somebody is going to sort of bring this up. It's a very popular hoax. Charles Bolden is a real NASA official, and the only thing is that he has never issued a 1,000-page report or announcement about the 15 days of darkness. There's quite a lot of popular concerns about 5G networks. Do you guys think this was real news or fake news? Some people did still say it was real. However, it is fake news. There is no connection between the outbreak of COVID-19 and possible 5G health effects. But this viral claim, just to kind of give you like an idea of the kind of impact claims like this can have, this claim went viral in 2020, and it led to people burning network towers across countries.
I don't think it's necessarily like fake info, but a lot of them can be, because it can be helpful. One example I thought about was like during the war, poster convincing Americans to join the war.
Yes, so I think that's a really good definition, and also a good example is it can be the manipulation of information to drive a specific outcome. Misinformation and disinformation. Can you guys remember what the difference between the two is?
Misinformation is information that isn't necessarily correct and it's like false, but it may not be intended to like actually confuse people, whereas disinformation, a bit like propaganda, is supposed to make you think, oh, is this true, is this not, and to put out information that isn't necessarily true.
Motive behind the information is the difference between the two.
I think they should have an AI to check. I don't know, like an AI checker. For example, somebody spreading information, people are debating whether it's real or not. I think that the platform should have a checker when they put the information in a processing to see if it is actually real or not.
Because we all have different beliefs and thoughts about things, don't we? And so one person might think might not be what someone else thinks, and they both might necessarily kind of be true, but it's what they think. And so I think it sort of needs to be down to the individual to make sure that they are putting correct news out there, not spreading something that's not true.
As an individual, we have free will, like we're the ones deciding to spread that kind of information. So in my head, it's like just because we have a platform that we can use in different ways, like we're still the ones deciding to use it in that way and spread misinformation or disinformation. But I am very willing to hear how like the social media platforms play a part in it, because I feel like that's what I
No, because I agree with your point of view as well, because I think it is our responsibility. If we're sharing something we know is false or isn't true and we're sharing it on those platforms. But I'm thinking in cases where someone will say something not realizing that it's actually not true. Social media platforms are the ones providing that platform for people to communicate on. So if they see something online where they know it's not true, I think it's their responsibility, because they provided that platform, to ensure that it doesn't escalate and that more people are then they're aware of that false information.
To the person to decide what they want to believe, and it's like their opinions, and you can't just stop that, you know what I mean? Just because of that, I don't think the social media is necessarily responsible for that. For disinformation, I do think that they should be responsible for that, but not for misinformation. I just think the responsibility falls on the user.
I honestly think like now people are gonna start, or they already started using AI for that, because it's the easiest way.
Yeah, but using AI to check for facts, because often it creates the information. But I guess like you could give it links to a few credible news sources, and just a bunch of links from different countries and places like that.
People are losing trust in the mainstream, they're losing trust in the governments and scientists, and they're more likely to believe people that are obviously in agreement with their opinions already, and just like no chance to correct that or like find out if that's like accurate or not.
Definitely, because then you're kind of limiting yourself to only one place on the little map. They won't be able to look at the other perspectives.
We had an interesting debate. We had different people in our room that thought it was shared responsibility and individual responsibility, and I think we concluded that it's kind of a bit of both, and it's kind of context dependent as well.
That makes sense, Eliana. Thank you for sharing.
Basically, we have similar thoughts as Eliana's group. We do think that both parties, like the individual people and the social media platform, should have like shared responsibility of what information like flows through their channels. So as an individual, we must know and fact check before actually spreading information. So that's just like spreading more misinformation. But when a person has, you know, ill intent to actually spread misinformation, that's like more of the disinformation kind of side. So that's like when they know what they're doing, and that's like wrong. And when it comes to like, you know, the social media platform, like the management, they should like control and manage what actually goes onto their platforms.
It's purely on the individual to be responsible, whether to cover misinformation and whatnot. Because on one hand, we did see that back in like COVID-19 and whatnot. Companies did want to cover misinformation and like they want to censor it. But you technically do infringe and go ahead and censor the rights of like freedom of speech.
Okay, interesting perspective, shifting the responsibility purely onto the user.
I don't think it's 50-50. I think it's more 80% the algorithm and 20% the person. I think that it is the responsibility of the algorithm to design their algorithms more ethically. Instead, they should like have like a little thing come up saying this is AI generated, or are you sure this is real news, and just like ask questions.
Thanks for sharing that, Alia. Definitely a really good argument you made there for, you know, the need for transparency with information.